Hello. Long time no see, but nonetheless, we're gonna pick up. Like, we never missed each other, right? Right. Today, I am going to take you guys around the garden just to give you a bit of a tour so you can see what's going on, what's been happening out here. Hubby is doing a little bit of, he's making some changes in the yard as well. So there's a bunch of mess in the way. So we'll try to maneuver around that. And yeah, let's get this season kicked off. In case you did not know, my name is Brittany Buss, and this is All Buss, No Fuss Gardening. I would like to personally start with our newest development in the yard. Y'all, we got 2 peach trees. I really wanted to get peach trees last year, but they were like $40. So I waited and I was like, you know what? The price will go down. And it went down a little bit last year, but not enough for me to actually pull the trigger. And this year, it went down like half price. And these trees look so much better than the ones I saw last year. It's like packed with fruit. I know a lot of these won't survive just because these limbs are really thin still, but I am so satisfied with my acquisition, y'all. I'm so excited. We got peach trees. This one is a contender. Yes, this one is a contender. And then we have another one that is a Red Haven. This one looks really good too. I had no clue what I was doing when I planted these out. So I just kind of looked up a couple of videos of other people planting them out and how they prune their peach trees. And I just was brave and went in and did it. Basically, I just dug down deep enough for like the top of where the tree was coming out of the pot could fit into the ground, where the plant could fit into the ground and like not be buried deeper than it already was. Packed it back with a little bit of soil and then a lot of the native soil that was already here. Threw in some fertilizer and mulched it in, I think. And then also, yeah, I put in some compost too. So that ring right there is actually mostly made of compost, I believe. But I wanted to make almost like a trench because it's been raining a lot lately. And I wanted to make sure that we caught a lot of that rainwater to support the trees. So yeah, this is my Red Haven, and they're both just living their best life with fruit. And then that's my contender right there. But moving right along. Sorry, hubby's putting in new drainage throughout the yard. So we're excited about that. We just got a new roof and new siding on our house. Just gave her a whole new outfit. So she needs new drainage as well. Our asparagus bed has multiplied. And it's because of my own doing. I said I was gonna wait till next year to put in some purple asparagus, but I found some at the store at a pretty decent price. I wasn't even looking. And I put in, I believe, 12 crowns already. 4 of them are coming up. So there's one back there. Right there. And there's another really, really tiny one right here. And then another coming up there. And one more there. So far, asparagus is coming up. And I'm loving it. Those were from my crowns that I planted last year. That one in the back, I really feel like I could have picked and eaten that one. But I was a bit nervous because it was the only one coming from that crown right there in the ground, and I would prefer that it send more energy back down for growth for next year than for me to just eat it because I wanted to try it. This is only the second year I've had that asparagus, so I'm looking forward to next year because I'm definitely gonna eat some next year. And right next to it, I have a couple bags of carrots. Y'all, I have been struggling with carrots. This is short and sweet, and that one there is red cord carrots. I've grown carrots, like when I grow them, they're like this tiny, like they're about an inch long, which I'm not upset about because they're still edible, right? I can still eat them. But I would like bigger carrots. Of course, I would like bigger carrots. So I'm gonna keep trying, and we'll see where that gets me. I've got all these like helicopters just germinating like crazy around my yard, so I've been pulling those out as well. But these are my 2 carrot bags, and right behind me is my first bed. There were blueberry bushes all across the front here. These were here last year. They didn't produce anything, but already this one's looking better than it did last year. Last year it was just sticks. They have leaves this year, so I anticipate in the next maybe 4 years I'll probably get blueberries from these guys, but no rush on that. And then in this first bed here, these have been here for a while actually. I think I planted these out in, I want to say March, so maybe not that long, but I've had these for a minute, and they've kind of just stunted a bit. It has been cold, so that's no surprise, I guess. This here is cauliflower, this here is lettuce, and then that one is spinach that is getting so terribly eaten up. And this here is cauliflower as well, with some onions sprinkled right next to them. And in the middle there, I believe that is kale. I could be very wrong, but I believe that's kale. And then those are Brussels sprouts next to it. I have some winter sown jugs back there that I just put out with sunflower seeds, so we're excited for that. But there's nothing in them just yet. Like I said, I did just put them out, so there's nothing there. But we did plant some cauliflower, or not cauliflower, some collard green seeds. And as you can see, they're starting to slowly come up. So we're excited for that. And then right behind me is our strawberry bar. Not all of them survived, but we still have these, this one, that one. This one's even putting out some strawberries already. But then those 3 died. And I want to say it might be because they were also really, really tiny. So the winter did them no justice. But the ones that are still here are actually looking surprisingly good. So I'm excited about that. But moving right along. In the back of this bed here, oh, and these are just some seeds that I planted out to see how I would like this little like brown container. I planted a bunch of stuff in those and just kind of left them outside. I'm not crazy about them, but I guess they work. The seeds germinated. Back here we have onion all along the back of this bed. Onion, all of it until you get to here where we have snapdragons, and then in front of those we have garlic. Excited about that. And that's all we have here in the back. Underneath the trellis, this here is a bag of purple potatoes. There was a purple potato in my pantry that started sprouting, so I just tossed it in this bag with some onions and let it go, and they're doing their own thing. This bag here is fingerling potatoes, and something has been having a field day in my yard, y'all, but it's packed as well. I'm gonna heal these eventually. That's the plan. I said that before last year and I did not end up healing, but I think I might this year. We'll see. And then this is just 2 more bags of the fingerling potatoes. So I'm very excited about these because I love to eat these for breakfast. I really do. And that one's starting to grow. That's so exciting. So those are my fingerling potatoes. And moving right along, there's more garlic here. I had planted, if you remember, I planted garlic all along this bed. It did not survive. And I come to realize that it was soft neck garlic. Our winters are not for the weak, okay? And soft neck is too weak for our winters. So I've learned my lesson. I'll be ready next year. More blueberries in the front of this bed. Same situation as the other side. They are pretty tiny, but it's growing, and that's what matters. So there's the one. This is the second one. It's looking healthy. And then this one, though, is pretty big, and it does have some blueberries trying to grow on it. So there. And then there were more somewhere. If I can find, here they are. Right up in there. So that's so exciting, guys. I'm so excited for the blueberries. My baby is excited too. Every time we come out here, all I hear is blueberries, blueberries. So that's exciting. And then we have more garlic right here. More garlic here. There and there. And then those are onion. And so that's the C-shaped bed that we have. Guys, hubby put in 2 more beds this year and another archway trellis, and I am in love with it. Yes, we love it. We growing up out here in the gardening world, right? Yes, we growing up, y'all. So what's happening over here is we have onions in the bricks coming all the way down and all the way across, and then we also have onions from this point in the bed down and across, so kind of in an L shape, and they are doing spectacular. The same thing is mimicked over here in this bed as far as the L shape goes for onions. So from here back and down are all onions. Right here on the edges of these beds are actually peas. So there's Alaska peas, there is Little Marvel, and then I believe that the other one is shoot, I don't remember, but there's a third variety, but they are doing really good. Look at them. It's been kind of chilly, and when the sun comes out, they actually start growing a little more. But honestly, I feel like they like the cold a little bit. That one down there is a bit stunted. That's fine. And then we have more over here. And they're just loving this trellis. So I'm happy to see that. Very happy to see that. So these here, I actually put these peas in, all of these peas, I actually put these in from I use the winter sowing method. And I will say this, they've all been done using the winter sowing method. I will say this though, the peas that are in these bricks are definitely not doing as well as the peas that are in the bed. Now the reason I put them in the bricks is because I read that peas have, shallow root systems. So I'm like, oh, okay, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. No, they are not fine. So lesson learned. Put the peas in the bed. Just let them live in the bed. So that's what's happening there. So we've got peas on this side, peas on this side, peas there in the back as well. and then peas on the other side too. So I kind of tried to mirror the sides. Up top we have our strawberries. This one here is strawberry plants that, let me turn around so you can see because of the sun, that we had from last year. And they're doing okay. They're not putting out any fruit right now, but the plant is healthy. So that's what we can ask for. That's what we can ask for. That's all we can ask for. I do feel like these are ever-bearing, so I anticipate they might be setting fruit soon. But yeah, they look healthy. That's what matters. This one here is a new strawberry variety that I bought this year, actually. I just bought it at my local nursery when they opened a couple of weeks ago, and the flowers on these are pink. So that's what intrigued me to actually buy these, because I have so many strawberry plants already, but I've never seen a pink flowered strawberry plant. And this one's putting out strawberries as well. So there's one right there, one right there. Of course, that flower is going to turn into one. There, there, there. And they're more of like an elongated strawberry. They're not like the short and plump. They're more elongated. So I'm excited about this one. It's going to be so pretty with the pink flowers. I'm excited about that. But this is our new trellis, guys. So happy. And then moving along to our beds that we've had since last season that did so well for me. I'm so excited for this season, let me tell y'all. So far right now, what we have are onions in the front of these bricks here. We'll see how that turns out. Radishes here. These are like the breakfast radishes. And then on either side right there and there, we have watermelon radishes. So I'm excited to try those. I've never tried them before. And then everywhere else, all throughout on this side, straight down that line right there, separating the radish varieties. And then over here on the right, I planted lettuce. They've been a bit stunted, but that's okay. That's okay. It's still chilly out here, so I don't expect much of them. They'll grow when they grow. Moving right along. This is butter crunch lettuce. I picked this up from my local nursery. They were not this big when I bought them. We've been eating off of them very frequently. Lettuce, BLTs, you name it. It's been amazing. It really has. There's more lettuce in there growing. And then there is a onion right there. And I believe there is another onion there. So we're excited about that. I've just kind of been, treating this lettuce as a cut and come again, which is why it's still here even though we've been eating it. So every now and then we just come out, cut these bottom leaves off, and then leave the center and the rest of the leaves to continue photosynthesizing and growing. And it has been amazing. I did not get lettuce last year, so I wanted to start out with lettuce this year. So having this has made me realize that I don't want to give up trying, because this has been really good. And this is only one variety. Right behind it, we have, I do not remember. I want to say, yes, okay, I do remember. These are actually collard greens. So these are my collard plants. I'm very happy to see that they're this big, because they were not this big a couple of days ago. So I love that. I love that. That's also why I didn't recognize them, is because they were not this big. And then there's more collards on this side. There's a bit of crowding going on over here, but what I plan to do is once these get a little bit bigger, I'm actually just gonna come in, dig some of the plants out and relocate them, because I want all of the collards I can get this year. In the middle here we have spinach. Something has been having a field day with my spinach. You see those chomps taken out of it, but it's growing. I love that it's been growing. I'm excited about that too. Now, just a couple of days ago, I planted some beans straight across the middle of this bed here. Just like a layer of beans. Bush beans, to be exact. Different varieties, purple, green, yellow. but it's been chilly, so hopefully I didn't botch that. We'll see what happens, but it's supposed to start getting warmer after tomorrow. It's been high 40s has been what our low is. It's just high 40s, like 47, 48. So we'll see if I botched that or not. And then last but not least, as far as the beds are concerned, there's onion across the front here, except for this one. This one actually has, you guessed it, more lettuce seeds. So I do want to try my hardest to grow lettuce. This whole front section here is lettuce and spinach. So spinach there, lettuce, and I believe that this variety is actually called like a, I want to say Vivian, I believe. Yeah, I think it's called like Vivian. And then this here is spinach. But I'm hoping that they grow a little bit bigger and we can have more lettuce and more spinach in our future. And then I believe I also, I definitely planted more beans right there in that section. I came out and I planted some okra across this bed here. I think I only put maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds in this bed. We'll see if anything comes of that, because yes, it was cold when I did that as well. But yeah, so that is what the beds are looking like right now. So exciting. So this has been my project. Hubby's gonna, like I said, put in all new drainage and then do like a rock walkway and so much more. So there's gonna be a lot going on in this backyard this season. So y'all are just gonna have to bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Over here under the tree, we actually have another bag of carrots. This one has been here a little bit longer. I believe I planted these out in, I want to say February or January, honestly. But of course the cold has been stunting them a bit, just because they were so tiny, but they're growing and they look happy. They're very well spaced out. So I'm hoping that I can get some decent sized carrots. These are kaleidoscope carrots. So these are like the different colored, like kind of like the rainbow carrots. So I'm excited to see if I do get some, A, and then B, what colors come out of that. So I'm very happy about that. Compost pile is over there living its best life. Super happy about that. And then we have these bags of potatoes that I planted out with my niece. So from right to left, we have these 2 front bags are purple, and then the 2 bags behind there are Yukon Gold. The bag next to it is also Yukon Gold, and then this one as well is Yukon Gold. The 2 bags on either side of the greenhouse are actually Red Norland. I've healed a couple of times already with these potatoes, but I may come back out and heal again. But they're looking so lush. Look at that, y'all. They're looking so lush, and I love it. Inside the greenhouse, I decided to come and just bring all of my plants out into the greenhouse because I've been hardening them off. I'm tired of taking them in and out of the house. I'm tired of them sitting up on my deck taking up space. I'm ready for them to be in the garden, as I'm sure they are too, because they are getting huge. A lot of them are getting roots that are trying to come out the bottom of the cups now. And yeah, so we're gonna start putting these guys out next weekend, and I will take you guys along with me on that journey to do so. So we've got tomatoes up top here, and then we also have more tomatoes on the second shelf, and then there's some tomatoes on the bottom shelf sprinkled in with some nasturtium, some peppers. Yeah, I believe there's just nasturtium, tomatoes, and peppers down there. So I'm excited about that. And then on the right over here, we have peppers all along the top shelf. More peppers back there, as well as some squash. So this here is squash. Peppers. I believe that back there is actually borage. And then we have this here is actually eggplant. This one, like all of those along the back, going from this one going to the left, are all eggplant. And then on this far bottom shelf, there is a array of my loofah. So there's 4 loofah plants here. And then we have more peppers all the way in the back there. Some of them are actually starting to try and flower. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, there we go. They're trying to flower back there. And then next to them we have an array of different squash. So there's butternut, there is spaghetti squash, there is scallop squash, there is, you name it, I got it. Well, not as many. I have maybe like 4 or 5 different squash varieties. So butternut, scallop, spaghetti. I know I have zucchini, crookneck. Yeah, they're out there. And then I think, yes, because I can see it from here. There's also some cucumbers. So those there are Burpless Beauty. And I have some lemon right here. Lemon cucumbers right in this cup here. So there's lemon cucumbers and Burpless Beauty as well. I believe there's also a pickling cucumber in there somewhere. So we are excited for that. I'm so excited to get these guys in the ground next weekend. I'm so excited. It's almost time. But until then, when it gets chilly, like I said, when it gets closer to like the 40-ish for our lowest low, that's when I just kind of close up the greenhouse at night, open it back up during the day, let them get all the light that they can get, and then, yeah. Here's to hoping that after the next few days, we stay with the 50s being our lowest low. Because I'm ready to just plant everything out, y'all. So excited. Alright, so I know that was a lot. It was a lot for me, and we don't even have everything in the ground yet. So I'm kind of nervous, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a great season. And I'm gonna be fine. You can tell I'm gaslighting myself already, right? Yeah. I can tell too. But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna grow. And that's what matters. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and share this video with anyone that you think may be interested. Y'all, I'm so ready for this season. As I'm sure you are too. So, happy growing season to everybody for this next season that's coming up. And yeah, I'll see you in the garden. I hope you have a great evening.